state your name and your school.
My name is Chad Austin Abuznade. I'm a senior here at Galileo Magnet High School.
My name is Dylan Thomas Kirk. I'm a senior at Galileo Magnet High School.
Kevin Horwath. I teach government, AP Government, and World History 2 at Galileo Magnet High School.
And what condition do you have?
At this moment, Senioritis.
Your
Portland
school?
Thaxton. I go to Galileo Magnet High School, and I have senioritis.
I think I started in the 7th grade, and as each year progressed, it just got worse and worse. And now it's like fatal. Like I'm about to die from senioritis.
Did you first realize that you were afflicted with this chronic condition?
Is this gonna go on AJ?
Well, it was probably around, January 3rd of this coming year. I was in class and specifically research.
Okay.
And we were assigned something to do, and I couldn't find the will to do it until the very last minute, and even then I half butted.
What grade did you get on this assignment?
I think I got an 85.
What is your GPA?
4.39. I'm afraid it's going to take a big tank after this semester.
Maybe to 4.35?
Maybe to 4.35.
Do you believe you're one of the worst people affected with senioritis?
No, not at all. I know a lot of people who have it worse than me. There's this guy I've known for a really long time. His name is Chad. Yeah, he contracted it at a very young age. It's almost terminal at this point.
Well, I wasn't diagnosed until this year, but I do believe I've actually been suffering from this illness for a long time, dating back to when I was in the 5th grade. My first memory of experience, well, we were in the 5th grade. We had a test to take, and I just didn't want to do it at all, and I couldn't find the motivation to do it at all, or even start the test, and I never started the test, and I got a 0 on the test. Most affected, geometry. I didn't do a single assignment in it for several weeks. I had a 0 for a while. It was bad.
He's been teaching me for a little over a year and a half now, and I think I've only done like a handful of assignments the entire time. So, with the end of the year approaching and final exams and my final history papers, he said that I have caused him so much stress that he had to take off 2 days of school.
I noticed a lot. There's a condition called senioritis, which I believe is the topic of your documentary, and there's a lot of symptoms there. I guess to put it bluntly, a lot of seniors seem to kind of stop caring about school. I think they want to just be out of here. I'd be perfectly honest, I went through it myself to a certain extent as a student myself, so I get it. It's so close, yet it seems so far away. You want that diploma, you want June to get here and just be able to move on with your life. So I get it, but I definitely understand that seniors, especially some of the same kids I taught 2 years ago in world history, as sophomores, are a lot less motivated as seniors.
What is your personal assessment of Chad Austin Abuznade?
I don't know if I'm legally allowed to state that, but he's he may have had senioritis longer than just his senior year, maybe. Although, even he fits with that. He did more work as a sophomore, in my experience, than as a senior. I don't know if it's COVID, I don't know if it's senioritis, but he's actually, this might shock you, but he's probably typical, to be honest. Not behavior-wise, but work ethic-wise. Like
Least affected is this class.
AP US Government?
AP US Government.
Mr. Horwath?
I like Mr. Horwath, and I don't want to disappoint him. So
I think Chad is a great contribution of what makes Galileo Galileo. 10 out of 10 recommend that each school has a Chad.
Do you believe graduation is the only cure to senioritis?
Yes, I really do. Everyone's gotten into the colleges that they want to get into, and I feel like the only way to get rid of senioritis is to get out of the environment that causes it, which is high school.
Now, Southern helps treat the symptoms. Spring break definitely helps treat the symptoms.
it probably hurts because maybe there's the cure when you have the break, but when they come back, usually they want to do even less.
Sorry. It's a sensitive subject. I just pray that the rest of the seniors will find the will to make it through. I really do.
Such a thing as teacheritis. Do teachers ever become less
1000%.
motivated?
Jared.
1000%. But I think it's
I heard Jared.
1000%. Yes. But there's nothing wrong with that because if the teacher has teacheritis, then it means that like okay, well we're both kind of slacking off, and it's fine.
So I think teachers are undermined in today's society, especially in America. And you know, a bad class creates a bad teacher in the same way that a bad teacher creates a bad class. And teachers can definitely be burnt out in the same way that students can be burnt out. So I definitely think so.
Do you think graduation is the only cure for senioritis?
No. I also find relief in fried chicken. That is also an escape I use.
You could kill yourself.
Well, maybe let's not do that.
Do you wish you could get rid of your senioritis?
Yes. But at the same time, it's kind of fun not being so stressed out. It's like kind of relieving. It's like a weight being lifted.
Ortega, shut the fuck up.
And I went through it myself, so I kind of understand. I definitely understand that desire of wanting to be done and done with high school and be grown up and move on with your life. So I definitely understand that. I'm sympathetic to that part of it. At the same time, though, you know, you're not there yet. You're close, but you're not there yet. So you gotta still put the work in, this last bit of work, and do what you need to do to get that diploma. So I'm sympathetic, but at the same time, I still expect you to do what you gotta do.